Alright guys, I wanted to talk about lock and key. Lock and key. No, it's not about smithing. Oh, maybe it's about smithing a little bit. But it's a show. It's a show that's on Netflix, and I know it's a kid's show, but it was really, really fun. I really enjoyed watching the whole thing. Just don't watch the end. Just don't watch the end. Because the end is the typical end that a show will have when it's been taken over by the Pelosi and friends, Clintons and all that stuff that are trying to avoid the disclosure of UAP. It's the perfect ending, like when they tell you, no, just put it all back in the box. That's basically what that's all about, is pretend that you've got Pandora's box that you've opened. Now in Pandora's box, you know you can't ever put it back in, but apparently in Lock and Key you can. You can just put it all back in the box and pretend it never existed, or you can remember that it existed, but at the same time, you never get to use the powers that you had ever again, which is, I don't know. Instead of teaching kids about like how cool it is and how many amazing things there are out there, how magic is a valuable thing that exists in our world, and that the important thing about magic is not to use it in nefarious ways. It's all about banning, and that's where Joe Obama comes in, where he has to ban everything. Fracking, magic, everything. Anyway, unfortunately, that is what ruined the show for me. It was fantastic, as I said before, until the very last episode. And you know that it was a power grab, that people just showed up and they were like, you can't continue to tell kids how amazing magic is. Sure, it's dangerous. Sure, there's bad things that could happen when you misuse it, just like everything else, right? But and they can't, and they won't say banning, right? But they just put it back in the box anyway. Pretend it never happened. Pretend it never existed. Just get rid of it. Although they do one smart thing, which is they use the magic. They use a special magic key so they can remember what they experienced. But think about this: once you put the magic back in the portal, doesn't that mean that magic might also cease to exist? Probably. We will never know, because there probably will never be a season. I don't know if it's 3 or 4, but anyway, there should be. They should do something about it and fix it, because we should see more series of this. There's definitely so much more that could be explored with the keys. Don't destroy another really good, as Netflix does and has done. And Eli, the computer guy, has also said a lot of times they make these really good things and then they just kneecap them, wing clip, nail them to the ground. And it's the usual people that just stepped in and said, you know what, just put it back in the box. Put it back in the box, UAP. And by the way, UAP stands for Unidentified All-Encompassing Phenomenon, if you didn't know. Take care, guys. I'll see you all in the next one.